Hi and welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to be looking at some of the cameras in my collection. It spans a whole period from the early 1900s right up until today's date, and it includes classic cameras, vintage cameras, digital cameras, retro digital cameras, the whole range. And what I'd like you to do is let me know what type of camera that you'd like to see on the channel. Now I'm going to make it a little bit easier. I'm going to put part of the collection into a relatively short gallery, if you like, and I'm going to do a bit of a voiceover just to explain what some of the cameras are or what they're called, and it might pique your interest in wanting to see a full review and a camera walk with those cameras. So without further ado, let's have a look at the cameras. And at the end of the video I'm going to be showing you a sample of the cameras that I have. I've just picked a few out and I'll just give a 10-second explanation of what those cameras are, and if you like one of these I'll do a review on it, but please let me know. Here we have a Yashica FXD, followed by a Fuji XE1 digital camera. Then we have an Olympus EPL1. This is a really nice camera. Then we have an old 2003 Canon 10D 6.3 megapixels, and then a Nikon FD40 10.2 megapixels from 2007, and then we have a Felicia from West Germany, and this is followed by a Kodak Brownie Model D. This is cheap, great fun, and I love box cameras. They're really fun to use. And then we have a Kodak 35, and this is a really strange, heavy, difficult to use camera, and I haven't got it working properly yet, but I will. Then we follow that by a Minolta Himatic 7, which is a rangefinder camera. These are really fun and popular to use. And then we have an Agfa 35mm camera. Again, these can be really nice cameras to use. Simple, pocketable, but quite heavy. And then we have a Remington camera. This was made in Chicago. It's strange, but it's a really interesting camera from the 1940s. And this is an odd camera. It hasn't got a traditional shutter to control or a shutter to control the speed. It uses weights. Then we have a Pax camera, and this is probably the first camera to use the red dot before Leica. And then we have a Praktica MTL5B. This is absolutely brand new and has never been used. We then have, coming up, a Zeiss Icon Contaflex 35mm camera from Germany, and this is a really impressive heavy camera. And then we have a first made in 1912, a vest pocket camera, also known as a soldier's camera, that was used extensively in World War I. And then we have another Kodak folding camera. This is a number 1A pocket camera, but you need a bloody big pocket to put this in. It's weighty, but really nice to use. And then we have a point and shoot coming up, and this is the Olympus AM1. Then we're on to the digital cameras. This is, an EOS 5 film camera. Looks like a digital camera, but it's not. And then how about some lens reviews, like an old Minolta there, and we've got some modern cameras. So we'll go from left to right. So we have a Canon EOS 5, and I bought this brand new way back when, and I've taken rather a lot of pictures with this. It's a film camera, as you probably guessed, and I've had to take this up. It's a common problem with these, and you can get it fixed, but this is in brilliant condition apart from that. And yeah, I'm going to be doing a review on that. Where it's going to come in the lineup, I don't know, but stay tuned for that one. And then we go back to the 1960s, and this is a Helena 6.4. And the reason it's called a 6.4 is that it can take 6x6 or 4x4 pictures on a 120 roll of film by using an internal mask. So yeah, I think these Helena cameras are really good value. I mean, I picked this up for probably £12, and it's in absolutely perfect condition. Quite often the masks can go bye-byes, but this is in its original package as well. So yeah, a really nice camera, that one. Then we'll go back to the mid 2000s, 2008 to be exact, and this is what I would call a retro digital camera. It's the Sony A or Alpha 200. I think it's a 10.3 megapixel APS-C size camera. So yeah, these are really good value at the money at the moment. And then we go to what we would probably call a retro point and shoot. This is a 127 Ferrania Tanit, and it uses 127 roll film. Really nicely made, very simple cameras. And if you want me to do a review on that, let me know. Now let's go right back in time, and this was originally manufactured by Kodak from 1912, and it's a fold-out camera, and this was known as the soldier's camera because an awful lot of soldiers took this into World War I with them. Look online and you can see loads of photos. Really nice, and I'm going to be using that as well and doing a review. And finally, right up to date, well, almost up to date with this one. This is a GoPro 11 Black, and these are all the rage now, and they take absolutely superb video footage. This one maxes out at 4K, but yeah, really solid videos. And if we come right up to date, I bought this earlier this year, and this is a DJI Nano. And this is really good because the top separates from the bottom, and you've got a monitor there, as you can see, and then this is a camera, and you can put it anywhere, walk off, and you can monitor what's being recorded. But yeah, I haven't really used this yet, but I've got a couple of ideas to use with it. Okay, and if you're interested in anything like this, please let me know.